Hey guys, GoToBoy32 here. Check it out, man. A while back I did a video response video for a gentleman named Rich4150, and his question was the top 3 firearms for shit hits the fan. And in that video I used this Pelican 1600 case. And what I've done is I've been able to take this case and transform it with the use of some different pieces of foam that I picked up from construction sites or whatever. I just find whatever I can find just to do it, as long as it's free, because I'm not paying $50, $60 for an additional piece of foam. And as you guys remember from the last video, I hate that pluck and pull foam, whatever it was. Anyway, one of the things that I do a lot of traveling, and when I travel, I go to my range. And when I go to my range, I like to take a lot of different guns with me, but the hard part is, if you guys have a number of firearms, I know like Mr. Holster, and you know, you got your gentleman, Mr. I Carry One. Oh my gosh, man, I finally had your collection. But anyway, very nice guys. If you haven't done so, subscribe to their sites. In any case, when you go to the range or you travel out of town, you want to keep track of all your guns. It's nice for me to be able to keep them in one centralized location, and I number them so I know when I'm going. So here's what I've been able to do. I took a piece of foam and I was able to cut it, and it was able to safely house up to 10 of the pistols. And I was able to do this by just this pink open cell foam like this, and cut it in vertical slots, and that way I can keep my guns in here with an associated magazine. And another good thing is if you go to a range, and I noticed that a lot of times, I mean, basically everybody's got that same Sportsman's Association video, cease fire, cease fire. Well, anyway, you know the one I'm talking about. They want you to keep your gun case at your stall. So if for me, it's hard to put this over there and carry stuff back and forth. And a lot of times I try to get near a wall. But what you can do with this particular case is, if you're familiar with the stalls that I'm talking about, you can set this inside the stall with you, as if you're shooting this way, and you have this underneath you. Pam, 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 pam. You're done. Clear the weapon. Open this up. Insert it. Pick out a new weapon. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. Put it in there. So you want to test out that new CZ SP01 Tactical. There it is, man. And then you can just keep all your stuff right here in front of you. And again, like, one of the most important things for me is to make sure that everything is in track. I know where everything is. So for me, it's easy to put it in this one case. Now, what the reason of this video is I want to show you the use of plasti dip. We're going to do it again. I'm going to take this case and we're going to take this foam and I'm going to coat it with the plasti dip so that it will match a little bit more uniformly to the case and give it a little bit more of a professional look. So here we go. Hold on one second. We'll go ahead. I'm going to pull these things out. I'm going to show you how we did this. Stand by. All right. So what I did, guys, was I basically just found this piece of foam, and I had it on a job site. And I just said, let me borrow this. I know you don't need to have all that foam laying around. And it was very fortunate because a lot of this open cell, closed cell foam is somewhat expensive. But if you can find this somewhere, you can modify it to suit your needs. But here's, again, the problem. It's pink and it's open cell. And if you have any stippled grips, matter of fact, that is the Mechanic TP9 SA that I stippled the daylights out of it. And I want you to watch this. I put that in there. And that's one of the reasons why I want to try this out. So we're going to do that. So here we go. And you can see what I've done is I've got one piece of foam down below, in addition to the foam that came with the pack. But this is 2 pieces, and I just cut the slots in there to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 firearms. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the new plasti dip that I've got. Hold on one second. Let me grab it. Got the spray on plasti dip. We're going to do gray this time. I'm going to see if it matches, and it should cover quite nicely. I'm going to do this inside, so it ought to be a lot of fun. I'll probably get high as I'll get out, but I do have some ventilation exhaust fan set up. All right, so let's go ahead and put this stuff away. This is going to be a couple days in the making because we're going to go ahead and do a couple coats on it, but I just want to do a nice job. All right, so let's get this party started, and we'll do back. Well, we'll show you what it looks like when we're doing a spraying on, and then we'll let it dry, set up, and we'll do a couple more coats. All right, so here we go. All right, so we're using the Performex plasti dip. All right, so anyway, guys, here's the big thing. if this is successful, kudos. If not, then, well, you know, lessons learned. But I'm interested in seeing what this does with this open cell foam. I'm hoping that it'll close it up just a little bit. There is an exhaust fan, just so everybody, you safety freaks are out there and you want to make sure I'm okay, and I really appreciate it. But all right, so I think we should shaking that up enough. Let's just see. And this stuff is heavier than regular aerosol spray paint. But boy, it does smell a lot better, I'll tell you. All right, so guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this set up overnight. It may take a day or two if it's humid as the air is, and we'll put it back together again and see if it holds together. Either way, it's a pretty unique idea, I think, to be able to put all your stuff in one container and go from there. So anyway, here I go. Wow. All right, guys, well, that was pretty much the spray down, and this is what I ended up coming up with. And I'll be honest with you, I went ahead and bought another can and did another coat last night, and I changed the design up a little bit, but this is what I ended up with. And it's a very attractive little gun kit to have to take to the range with you, and I'm really digging it. I may have sprayed a little bit too much on there. There is such a thing as putting too much on there. Of course, I am a person of excess. But anyway, we'll do a couple close-up shots on it. But what I did differently was I went ahead and I cut in some slots for these magazines to fit in. And they fit really nice. So you're able to carry 8 guns, 2 magazines, 2 spare magazines with each one of them. So one of the things I do like about it is just everything is organized. It's clean. It's a nice, clean application. It's secured. I mean, you're traveling, you're going long distance or whatever, you have the ability to move this stuff around. You can keep it with you, can keep it locked up, secured in your trunk of your car. You know where all your firearms are, as opposed to trying to putting them in different bags or whatever. Now, there's a lot of other easier ways probably to tote your stuff around. You got multiple range bags. But in this case, I like this. This is almost like your James Bond look thing, or what is that, the John Wick deal? But as you can see with the stippled surfaces, they just slide right on in there. This is a nice closed foam cell surface now, and we'll do some detailed shots down the road. But let me know what your thoughts are on this thing. I know a lot of people have ideas of storing all your guns in one basket. It's not a good thing. This is not something that I do all the time, but if I'm going to go to the range, I can carry this box with me and not have any issues with it. This is Coda Boy 32. Support red, white, and blue. God bless America. God bless those men and women in uniform 24/7 for our freedom. This freedom's not free. Coda Boy 32 out.